they practice.
Casey, thanks for joining us. Wow, haven't you been doing some thinking?
Yeah, it's been a long time, a lot of thinking and a lot of discussing with my family. So it was a very hard decision to come to, and one that wasn't taken lightly. And we finally made our decision pretty much last weekend, and made our final decision, and we're happy with it.
You're concerned that you'd lose your passion if you continued. Is that because you've been doing it for so many years? Becoming a father hasn't slowed you down?
No, it's got nothing to do with my baby girl or marriage or anything like that. It's been coming for a few years. It started basically back in 2009 when everybody started on about the mystery illness, and all the comments, everything that was going around, and still came around now. But it sort of showed us what people really thought of us and what we really meant to people, which was nothing. And things happened behind our back, and realised that this paddock is nothing more than a business. There's no passion. So it pretty much started since then. We've been thinking since then, but not seriously. And I thought last year I might be able to get my passion back for racing a little bit, but it just didn't happen. So it was a long, hard decision to come to, but one we felt was the right time and the right one.
A lot of people said to me today, you're too young. I totally understand how you feel. I couldn't get out of there quick enough. I didn't ride bikes for years after I stopped.
Well, that's exactly right. I didn't want to end up in, what your situation obviously was, that, I think if I do one more year, then I won't get on a bike for the next 10 years. And as it is now, I'm not keen to go anywhere and get on a bike. So I want to get that passion back. I don't want to lose what I've spent my whole life doing and enjoying, for good. And, people say I'm young and everything, but I've also been overseas since I was 14 and doing this, permanently as a job since then. So it's been a long, hard slog.
Did you find the announcement hard, considering your relationship with Carmelo Espeleta and Dorna, and they had helped you so much when you were coming through as a kid?
No, to be honest, I think they're partly to blame for the situation that we're in right now, and the decisions they've made and the direction they've taken this class is not for my liking, and a lot of the opinions of himself and everything is not I'm not agreeing with at all. So there's been a lot of things like that, and it wasn't difficult to say it for that reason, but it was difficult to announce just for all the people that have followed me through my career, who have helped me, sponsors, everybody that's made sacrifices for me. To end it this early with the form that we're on is hard, but it had to be done either now or next year. But if I race next year, I don't think I'll be racing anything other than for the job.
Who do you see fitting into the Repsol Honda team in your place, or who would you like to see get the ride?
I think Marc Marquez, of course, is a perfect candidate. But there's that rookie rule, which is another, in my opinion, bad decision. No rookies allowed into a factory team, and many things like that just don't suit. None of the Moto3, Moto2 riders are allowed to have motorhomes in the paddock, and we just wouldn't have been able to finish. We wouldn't have been able to get to where I am today if we hadn't have been allowed to have our motorhome in the paddock. So there's a lot of things like that, but I think Marc Marquez has got to be the best, to come into my position. But unfortunately, there's that rule there that's holding back.
Still a lot of racing to go in this season. Will you then take some time out to consider your plans for 2013?
No, I don't think. That's the point. I don't want to have any plans. I don't want to, have something that I have to do at that time, and I just really want to enjoy the time with my family and spend as much time with them as possible without having to get ready for that next week or that next event or anything. It's going to be really, really nice.
Casey, a MotoGP bike is about exhilarating as it comes. A V8 supercar is worse than a CRT bike. It's pretty basic. Did it really push your buttons?
I think, I've really enjoyed the V8 test, to be honest. I don't think it's ever going to give you the same thrill as what a bike can, but at the same time, you're not risking as much as what you do on a bike, and that's part of it as well, that, the fact that a lot of the people around you don't realise how much you are risking every time you're out on track, every time you're riding and pushing it to the limit in bad conditions, with tyres that aren't giving you good feedback. There's lots of things there that, when everything isn't perfect, with four walls around you, it's a little better a lot of the time. So it's something that I'm going to think about for the future. Whether I can or not, it's going to be something to be seen. But for now, I just really want to enjoy the time with my family and Adriana, and let's see what happens in the future.
I'm building a new tinny and a four-wheel drive trailer at the moment. Give me a call when you're ready for a fish.
I'll be up there. I'll grab a few mates and we'll go for a nice one.
Thank you, Casey. You smashed them at this circuit last year. Go get them this weekend.
Will do. Thanks very much.
An insightful chat with Casey Stoner. He tweeted on Friday morning, "I'll be the same guy when it comes to the race. Won't change me."